studio when I was 19, and now when I look back on all the lessons of life that I've learned, the very hard lessons of life, I reflect on the quote that's in our curriculum book. It says that one man has enthusiasm for 30 minutes, another one has it for 30 days, but it's the man that has it for 30 years that can really make a difference in his chosen field of endeavor. What we have to do in our American karate system is we have to stay on the cutting edge of the physical and the enthusiasm part of instruction without ever losing the real core of the martial arts, which is that inner strength, that inner value that is so critical. And the world may change, and there may be a need for instant gratification, and there may be a need for, getting something in a hurry. But just because that need is there doesn't mean that you can get it or that you deserve it. The law of the farm will always prevail. You've got to sow the seed, you've got to nurture the seed, or when it's time to harvest, there won't be anything there. And that's the important lesson that we have to teach to our kids and keep reminding our adults, even though they might want it now, I need it now, I gotta have it now. It just doesn't happen like that. Almost everybody knows now that martial arts provide a lot of good things for people, but in addition to the rise in self-esteem that somebody gets, it's very important that you use a very specific program in working with kids. For example, punching and kicking alone doesn't really do it for kids.
Go, JP.
So our instructors do a lesson of the week, they do a lesson of the month, and they are very specific about what they expect from the kids in terms of values and principles, the kind of values and principles that used to be taught in the school systems.
Karate is a wonderful framework upon which that you can teach personal discipline, respect for others. We teach kids how to set goals and how to build a plan at an early stage in life.
I had heard about Joe Corley Karate, and I certainly was familiar with the name. I'd seen it as being best in Atlanta and that sort of thing, and I knew it had a good reputation. So it was one of the things that we were very interested in and concerned about when we were looking at a martial arts school. And so that's one of the things that sold us on, putting Matthew here, as well as a feeling we got when we met with Jim.
In the beginning, I was a little skeptical. I thought that Matthew was going to start running around and kicking, making karate chops and start kicking around, and I found it to be the complete opposite, because he quickly learned discipline and self-esteem, respect. All of these things I know are being taught here.
We start kids at 3 years old, and one of the things that we see develop with these 3-year-olds is that they begin to feel their bodies. And we make it fun for them. We don't have them try to become Bruce Lee overnight, but they've seen the Power Rangers on television. We give them the balance. We show and tell them when to use their martial arts training and when not to do it, how important it is. They develop a real sense of their bodies, and boy, when you compare these kids when they get to be 6 years old with the general population, there is no comparison.